Hey guys, how you doing? Hey, in this video we're going to talk about the types of homes that's easiest to sell here in the East Bay. Now, before we get started with that, we got to cover some administrative stuff. Guys, if you're looking to buy or sell a home here in the East Bay, look around the screen. You're going to see my number. Please give us a call. Also, scan the QR code, leave your information behind, and we'll reach out to you. Now, if you're somebody who stays updated regarding the real estate market, look around the screen again. You'll see the subscribe button, subscribe to our channel, and finally comment below. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know if you have any questions. Again, in this video, we're going to talk about the easiest types of homes to sell here in the East Bay. So when we're talking about the easiest type of homes to sell in the East Bay, we got to talk about the homes that attract most people, and there's the most demand for those homes. Now, when we're talking about the demand for homes and homes that are attracting people, we got to talk about the different types of buyers. And there are a couple different types of buyers we're going to see here in the East Bay. The first type of buyer is that person who they're looking to buy their primary residence. This may be a first-time home buyer, it may be somebody who's downsizing, somebody who's upsizing, somebody who's new to the area, somebody who's owned the home in the past and they're now buying another one, somebody buying a second home in the area and so forth. They're gonna have similar emotions and so forth as somebody who's buying a primary residence. Now, one of the things that characterize these types of buyers who are buying a primary residence is they're our largest group of buyers. So if we're talking about creating demand and the type of homes that are going to sell easiest here and sell for the highest price, these are probably the buyers we want to attract. Now, again, they're the largest group of buyers. The other thing is they're typically the group willing to pay the highest for a home. They typically get emotionally attached to a home. So where some investors and so forth are looking to buy based on return, these guys are looking to buy a home. So there's an emotional attachment to folks buying their primary residence. So one of the things that we're going to see with these buyers is they're looking for homes that fit their general idea of what a home should be. So features and so forth. So if you've got something that has an odd layout, or it's got an ADU, or it's got something unusual, sometimes these buyers are going to struggle with that kind of situation, and you've got to make it very attractive to them to bring them in. Another type of buyer out there is investors. Now, investors, it's a smaller group of people, a much smaller population. They're looking for arbitrage situations. They're looking for situations they can buy cheap, sell high. So they're thinking about return on investments. They're typically not the folks that are going to pay the most for your home. So if you're thinking that an investor is going to come through and swoop up, grab your home, and pay you just top dollar for it, it's probably not going to happen. Some myths about investors is they come in with cash. Not all investors are coming in with cash. Okay, that's one of the myths. They have very deep pockets. A lot of these investors are smaller investors. They're on a budget, and even big investors with deep pockets are looking at a model. They're looking at return on investments. So they're not going to overpay for a home. A lot of cases we think they're going to come in and buy homes as is and so forth. But in many cases they're still doing inspections. They're still doing appraisals. They have contingencies and so forth. And I always hear the myth about the foreign investors coming in and overpaying for homes and so forth. That is truly a myth that's out there. Another buyer that we'll see is kind of a hybrid buyer. A lot of times these buyers are characterized by being first-time home buyers. They're wanting to buy a home, but their dream is also to own investment property, and so they want to buy some kind of hybrid property where they can live there and rent it out. So they're looking to buy a single-family home with an attached ADU. They're looking to buy a duplex. They're looking to buy a home with multiple rooms that they can rent out and so forth. And I said duplex, they may be looking to buy a duplex, triplex, and so forth. But as I said earlier, these hybrid buyers are typically inexperienced buyers, a lot of times first-time home buyers, so don't necessarily have a lot of assets and so forth. So again, they're probably not going to be the folks that are going to pay the most for your home. Okay. Now, we've just got finished talking about buyers, okay, and highlighted three different type of buyers that we're going to see out there. Let's pop a slide up on the behind me here, and let's talk about the types of homes that are out there. And so let me go to this slide here as well, okay. So this slide is actually in Central Contra Costa. We're focused on four cities: Concord, Pleasant Hill, Walnut Creek, and Martinez. And we're looking at calendar year 2024, and this is activity for that year. So one of the things is, the first thing we look at is single family homes with no pools and no ADUs. ADUs, in-law units, maid quarters, that kind of thing. So it's that additional space. Sometimes it's attached or detached, okay? And one of the things we see here is that 80% of these homes actually end up selling. They sell in about 28 days. So that's something that's important. That's a big number. 80% of it ends up selling. So as we start thinking about, the types of homes that sell the easiest here, again, remember that big group of people, that people buying their primary residence, this is probably the type of home they're looking for. It's single family resident. We'll talk a little bit more about pools and ADUs in a second. As you can see, that's on there. The other property that's out there is condos and townhouses. Now we see only in 2024 only about 68% of those actually sold. So this is a little bit tougher environment with condos and townhomes. They sit on the market about 33 days. Now the next home is a single family home with a pool. Again, 79% of these that were listed in 2024 actually sold. Now, one of the things we'll look at, they sold for about $1.385 million. So they're selling for significantly more than the single family homes. Now, here's what that is. A lot of times people think, oh yeah, it's a swimming pool, it adds so much money, so much value. Not really. What you're looking at, the reason houses that sell for more, to have swimming pools, there's a couple reasons for that. Number one, if you look at the square footage, the single family home was about 1,700 square feet. The homes with pools is about 2,100 square feet. So homes with pools tend to be bigger, so they sell for more. Also, homes with pools tend to have larger yards, so they sell for more. Additionally, homes with swimming pools tend to be in more luxury neighborhoods, so they sell for more. So this is why we're seeing these homes are selling for more. It's not necessarily the fact that they have a pool. When you have a pool, it actually reduces the number of buyers because there's additional expense. There's cleaning, there's electrical, and so forth when you have a pool. Also, there's insurance requirements and other safety requirements that you got to consider when having a pool. So there's less demand for a home that have pools, but they do end up selling for more. And the reason they sell for more is because they're larger, they have bigger lots, and they're typically in luxury neighborhoods. Finally, homes with ADU, that's the maid quarters, it's the in-law units and so forth, attached or detached. One of the things we're going to see with these homes is they take a lot longer to sell. If you look at days on the market, I think it's 35 days. They do end up selling for more, but look at the square footage. They're significantly bigger. Only about 64% of these homes that went on the market have sold. Now, the reason being, a lot of people think, well, yeah, you want to buy this because you can have rental income and so forth from this ADU. Well, the typical buyer that's buying their primary residence does not want to have to deal with renters, does not want to share the home with renters and so forth. So they're not necessarily interested in this home. So you're looking for a very specific type of buyers when you have ADUs. And a lot of cases, these buyers have older children that they want to move back in with them or are living with them for some reason. Maybe a dependent parent, aging parent and so forth that's going to take advantage of that in-law unit, or some type of situation like that where they have somebody who's an adult who living there, and that's where you find somebody looking for ADU. So Let's go back. And again, this video, we're talking about the type of homes that sell the easiest here in the East Bay. And what we're looking at is buyers. The type of buyers is that buyer looking for a primary residence. They're the ones that's going to pay the most for your home. They're the one who they're the most abundant group of buyers out there. And what they're looking for is the traditional single family home. They're looking for homes that have features that they recognize and they have an emotional tie to and so forth. They're looking for a layout and structure that makes them feel like it's a traditional home and so forth. And they're not necessarily looking for spaces to rent and so forth, like ADUs and that kind of thing. They're simply looking for that classic layout. Now we all have our own taste and so forth that we are looking for in a home, but overall it's the general single family home that they're looking for. And so that's going to be the easiest type of home to sell. Now, one of the things also, we've got to bring these people to the home, and we do that a couple ways. We make it look like a place that they want to be. So we provide great staging and great pictures. So when they look at pictures and so forth, they go, wow, this is really a place I want to be. Staging and so forth adds colors, art, furniture layout and so forth that looks great, and they're attracted to the home, and we bring them out. This is one of the things that drives prices up in the home. Now, and the final feature that you want to make sure you add in there is competitive pricing. We want to look at other homes that are like yours that are on the market, and we want to price competitively against those homes. Now, the pricing itself, it's just to create demand for your home, and that demand is going to drive the value up. So you're going to have people coming in and offering more than your price is what we're looking to target. But we want to create a price that creates demand. The other thing, I said active listing because that's your competition, other homes that are like yours. And we also look at pending homes. Those have successfully gotten a buyer. So those homes, we know that's what buyers are looking for at this time. Okay, hey guys, any questions and so forth about this look around screen, my numbers there. Love the opportunity to talk with you. Also, you're looking to buy or sell a home, numbers around the screen there. Scan the QR code, leave your information behind. We'll reach out to you. If you're somebody who stays updated regarding the real estate market, look around the screen. Our subscribe buttons there. Subscribe to our channel and finally comment below. Let us know how you're doing. Let us know if you have any questions. Okay, and we'll definitely get back to you. Hey guys, have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye now.